Hey, I'm back. Feels good to be back. So I finally moved. I have way better internet now. So if you're interested, please follow my Twitch. I am currently streaming a no level up run in Bloodborne. So if you want to see me fail over and over again, go ahead and follow. Link is in the description as well as on screen. Enough with the shilling, let's talk about the real star of the show, which is the Demon's Souls remake was announced recently, and I want to talk about it. So one of the things...
Hunters. I realize this moment may not be the most convenient for a heart-to-heart, but I had to wait until your friends were otherwise occupied. There was a time they cared nothing for great ones, when their only experience of the beyond was the eldritch truth rushing through their corrupted blood down those stone corridors. When I plucked you out of that nightmare, I acted in the face of objections that you were a mere human and of no practical use to anyone. Well, I've learned to ignore such naysayers when quelling them is out of the question. Still, I am not one to squander my investment, and I remain confident you are worth far more than the initial appraisal. That is why I must now extract from you some small repayment owed for your own survival. Bring me the blood of the moon presence, Hunter. I wish I could do more than keep an eye on you, but I have agreed to abide by certain restrictions. Now, listen carefully, my dear. When you see the host of your nightmare, relay these words. Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
What? The fuck was that? Did you guys hear that? I don't know, that was weird. So, one of the things that I've noticed is that they have taken certain liberties in changing a little bit of the art style. So, the Følᵼᵼ, the most famous case of this, they changed his face. He used to be this weird little dude, almost like a skeleton-y face, but not really. He looked really strange, which was, I believe, the point of it. And they sort of changed Følᵼᵼ to look a little bit more generic, which I'm not a fan of. But the rest of the things that they have shown and the rest of the things that I have seen, they look very good. And I'm sure that they're not going to change anything gameplay related. They're not going to change any core designs, especially the more famous ones. As an example, the Maiden in Black, I'm sure she's going to look fine. But as far as like the first boss that you fight in the tutorial, that looks different. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people just flat out hate it. But not me. I think those look pretty good. I'm really just bothered by Følᵼᵼ. I really don't understand what the thought process was when they decided to change him like that. I couldn't tell you. But I'm sure that the game is going to be great. Those concerns aside, I think it's just going to be Demon's Souls. Straight up the same good old Demon's Souls that we all know and love. And then, of course, we have to talk about what are they going to do for PvP. And I know that it's very not like me to just... It's just very weird for me to think about the PvP before anything else. That's not really what I do. I'm not a hardcore PvPer, despite, you know, all my videos just being Bloodborne PvP. But, you know, aside from that, because Demon's Souls was fun, it was different. than the traditional Dark Souls style PvP that we eventually ended up with. Demon's Souls had a lot of things that I'm sure people nowadays are gonna find very annoying, very quote-unquote broken or overpowered, or any of those other buzzwords. I call them fun. They're just fun things to do on a mode that they tacked on just for the hell of it. So with that in mind, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna change some of the balancing? Are they gonna change numbers around? If it's just a remake and they're only improving upon the graphics and they're leaving everything else as it is, then I can see a lot of people just not playing PvP at all for Demon's Souls Remake. I think that a lot of players, a lot of these, FromSoft only players, are not really gonna enjoy the Demon's Souls Remake PvP because, first of all, let's start with the basics. Demon's Souls has instant backstabs, same as Dark Souls 1. And now pretty much everyone, myself included, they hate that. Even the most hardcore PvPers ever, the majority, I believe, would rather just not have that be a thing, rather just fight properly. Sort of like we got for Dark Souls 2 and even 3 to a certain extent. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was wondering this a little bit later after the initial reaction that I got from the remake trailer. I was left wondering, yeah, it's going to look prettier, which is very good. The game honestly deserves it. When it first came out, it wasn't a big hit, but then a little bit afterwards, people started to realize, holy crap, this game is actually really good. So the game really deserves it, and I was just left wondering, what are they gonna do for the numbers? Let me give you another example. In Demon's Souls, certain big weapons have attacks that are kind of strange, and they never use them again. Let me give you an example. So I believe the Great Sword and the Great Axe, and of course I'm going to talk about the big weapons because, I love the big weapons. They have this rolling attack. The Great Axe in particular, this rolling attack, you stab the axe on the ground, but unlike the crappy one that you get in Dark Souls, the one in Demon's Souls is absolutely amazing. That attack is just fantastic. So the slam effect, the little AoE, does, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, feel free to do so, but I believe that it does pretty much full damage if someone is hit while near the AoE, and it comes out really quick. So you can see why this would be a problem for the people that are very much in favor of balanced PvP. An invader can come in, kill 3 people by just spamming that attack, because if they are new players, they're not gonna know, because this would be the first time that they are ever gonna be playing Demon's Souls. And this could potentially be the first time that anyone plays Demon's Souls for the first time, and the first time they indulge in the PvP of it. So it's like a double, it's like a combo of newbiness, where they don't know how to deal with any of this shit. And I personally think it's gonna be hilarious. Same thing, which by the way, same thing happened with the Dark Souls 1 remaster, where a lot of people that did not play it didn't like it because the PvP was just backstabs, and people that knew what they were doing, they would ninja flip, hornet ring backstab with a great club or a great axe or whatever, and it was just, why am I getting one shot by these weird instant backstabs? Which, by the way, let me remind you one more time, instant backstabs are still a part of Demon's Souls. Demon's Souls is the original, and they had instant backstabs. So I don't know, man. I'm just wondering, are they gonna switch it like Dark Souls 3, that it's like a grab box rather than an instant thing? I don't know. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with it. So other than that, the other big thing is going to be the 6th Archstone. Are they going to restore that cut content, that Cainhurst Castle prototype, that snowy place with the weird enemies? Are they going to bring that back? Are they going to do it? Did they get permission to do it from the part of From Software? Are they going to get the files to remaster the files that were never in the game to begin with? They were in the game, but they just weren't playable. So that's another thing. Are they going to do that, or are they going to be complete total scumbags and they're going to sell it as DLC? Because remember, we're still in the age of DLC. You get half of a game and the other half is made later. But In the case of Demon's Souls, I don't think that's too much of an issue, because the only thing that's really missing would be a couple of enemies, NPCs, and that entire area. So if they want to sell you one area, I think that's fine. It wouldn't be different, you know, because From Software just does that too. Their DLCs are basically just entire new areas, weapons, etc. So it wouldn't be too weird. I would prefer it personally if they did restore that and just, you know, for free. If they are going to sell the game at full price because it is a remake, I would rather have that content back for free. But I mean, you know, $10 maybe for a new whole castle, snow castle area, and a whole lot of new stuff. I could see it happening. I'd rather not. I'd rather have it for free, but I mean, it wouldn't be free because you're still paying for the game. It'd just be like a little bit extra content restored into the game. It's like, you know, paying for what was already there, basically. This whole thing is just very exciting, and I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. A lot of people are already annoyed. I've read online a bunch of comments. A lot of people don't trust Bluepoint, the studio in charge of this. It's like the general consensus seems to be that either it's going to be fantastic and you're just kind of gonna have to live with a couple of enemy redesigns, or that they're just gonna butcher it and it's gonna be awful. I believe that the gameplay is gonna be 100% the same. Maybe they're gonna change the physics a little bit, but overall I think it's gonna be the exact same. Either way, I'm back. Thank you for watching. More videos coming soon. So yeah, until next time.